is going to happen.
He doesn't have to have any repairs on his service. He's done, well, he'll find out that they've treated him. It's most places.
I'm sorry. I'm very honest with everybody. I apologize that you weren't called, but I'm not going to talk to you about it because you're already very upset. Do your thing.
Yes, they do.
They give you an estimate. I don't give you a
If
quote.
they need to go above that, they call you.
And like I said, for $27.50, I would have gladly taken it off. If you're not, but you're not realizing the issues. You're not. You wanted it as soon as possible. I did it as quick as possible. Ran into many problems with your computer. We don't have any problems with anybody. We've had 3 people over 3 years, maybe. And I would say you're number 4. I apologize for all the problems, and I would try to resolve it for you, but I mean, you're not trying to work with me, so certainly I'm not going to continue. Like, you already want to just run. So,
well, you don't seem like you want to work, so you never even offered, hey, we'll take off the
I just said it, didn't I?
$28. Yeah, as you're scanning the card.
No, I didn't. I just said in front of you. Never mind. Never mind. You're throwing things out there. I just want to be done with it. I've worked a long day, as you probably have too.
What you said, that's all.
You just, I offered it, so please.
I just didn't understand.
He didn't exactly offer. He says, I would have, but you're
Well,
so
that's
upset you're not
that's
going to
okay.
come back anyway. So
No, I asked you to tell me what
That's
you think
all
I
right.
should
I'm sorry.
do.
I misunderstood you. I apologize for that. I totally am. God, I'm sorry that I misunderstood you. I just took it as something else. I apologize.
I mean, I said those ways, so.
Okay.
There's your receipt. Actually, I need your signature on this right here. Auto. The breakdown is your backup, your recovery, your lifetime warranty on the memory that's installed. There also was a Verizon disc in there. Here's your ID and your card. Apologize about all the inconvenience. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do under the time frame given. It's 4-day turnaround. You are not going to see your computer for 2 weeks most places. I work my butt off day and night. Don't have any problems. We have repeat business all the time. It's all about what we do is referrals, and believe me, I do get my car worked on all over the place, and I price it around, just like you probably did.
Call you if anything extra needs to be done.
Like I said, there's a window for drivers. I tell everybody, and I did tell you in the beginning, I don't give any quotes over the phone. I tell all my employees not to give quotes because we cannot give quotes. We can give you an estimate. We can give you an idea, and I always say there's a range for drivers, $27.50 to $82 something. If it takes that time, I only charge for the time. I did additional work because I know, I just wanted to help you out, and that's all I can say.
And it's fine that you wanted to help me out. I totally understand that.
I did it the cheapest I could do
But
it.
I wish that before you started doing all the extra work,
There was no extra work except the drivers. And the drivers, like I said, take a half hour to an hour and a half, and there's no way to tell until you start doing it. And I wasn't even going to have to do it if your recovery worked, but your recovery didn't work. So I didn't do the format of that. There was another half hour. I did, and this isn't even in addition to the drivers. I apologize about getting you upset. I really don't want to be getting you upset. I don't want to be upset. But business is business, and it's what says on the paperwork is exactly what I did. I never do additional. $27.50 is the window for drivers. I apologize for not saying tax, but everybody has to pay tax on the things, and when I added it on, when I went over, and I'll show you on the paperwork, as I talked to you, what I wrote down. And this is what I added
You can put it down
while I
so
was
drop
on,
it.
while I was on the phone
Yeah, because
with you for each thing. And the only thing that changed was the 2750 to 55. Tax is always, you always have to pay tax.
I know,
You
but
can't get mad at me about
and
that.
I understand
just
that
want to tell you,
completely.
I apologize for
But
all the inconvenience.
For when you
There's
say,
nothing I
I said,
can
what is the
control.
grand total? I figured you were going to do your little 7% tax at that point, because I
But
literally was figuring
Sorry.
452.
I'm
I
sorry.
work my
If you
ass
said,
off
is
just
that,
like you
you
do.
say that is with tax, I would include the tax. I only do
Well,
what you tell me to do.
I just assumed that being a businessman, you're like, oh yeah, well the tax is included, or hey, the tax isn't figured.
It's,
I just wasn't
as you,
implied.
I'm sorry,
But I
I
work my
apologize
ass
about
off just
that.
as
I know.
much as you do.
I know that. I know that. I
And
apologize.
you know
I
what
don't want to
really
get you
irritates
upset.
me? You have no idea how
I'm sorry.
furious I am.
I really apologize.
And I could hit a wall right now because I'm so mad
I'm
because
very
I now
sorry.
have to come up with $75 extra to figure out where I'm going to put it.
I apologize. I'm
It's-
very sorry, but it's out of my control on that. I know you wanted it fast. The only thing I could have done is stop working on it completely, and you would not have had it before you left.
Well, I just hear one thing and then I hear another thing, and I'm just
I know,
like,
but there's
can
only-
I want someone's, hey,
there's
look,
always a gap.
I already have stuff ahead of you, that's fine. I hear that the other
But-
store's really busy, okay, great, but this store is not very busy.
No, I took
You
this
have- right,
with
I
me and
understand
worked
that.
on it the whole time, everywhere. From that day you took it, I did an install and it didn't work right. I wasn't happy with it. I did it again, and that's when I discovered that your recovery partition is messed up. So I had to format the recovery partition to allow the CD to actually pick up. So I worked on this thing for like days.
Well,
I'm not
I just-
charging extra
No, I
time.
understand that too,
I
but
only
when-
charge the time that I explained that I have to charge.
Nothing against
Let's drop
budgeting,
it
but
with
just
that.
an FYI, because I had said to her, I said, look, I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with it. I think is this going with me as well?
Yes, that is yours.
I said, I don't know exactly what's going on. She goes, well, he's going to call you before he touches anything. I said, okay, fine. And she goes, he'll probably call you soon. I said, okay, fine. And I expected him to